Hi, my beautiful Gemini friends, and welcome to our October 2021 reading. Oh, this is a good one. This month is just so powerful. I am digging it, and I love the energy we're going to be working with. We have a ton of energy moving through Libra at the beginning of this month. We've got the sun moving through, a new moon, Mars, as well as Mercury retrograde moving through. And this is great for Gemini energy because we've got this flow with another air sign going on, right? And this is all about your heart. When energy is moving through Libra like this unlocks Gemini's heart energy and helps you get in touch with that heart space, with that unlocking. And what could be better? Honestly, what could be better? The message that came up in regards to all of this, thinking about this month of deep review, because this this Libra season is going to be so heavily dominated by this new moon energy and also by Mars, kind of bringing in these times of review about how we love, how we connect, how we communicate, how we attempt to understand our own inner peace and harmony. This is a very powerful season of growth, of self-understanding, self-forgiveness, and therefore forgiveness and understanding of others. Just tiny themes like that. So this is a powerful season for you all. And when I started to think about how this is kind of playing out, the message that came forward for me when it comes to Gemini is this. This is about going deep without worrying about going forward. Our culture really loves the concept of forward. It really likes that linear line. It really likes a beginning, a middle, an end. It really likes a goal set and completed. It really likes the tidiness of that. When we take a step back and really think about it, why do we love it so much? Is there a real reason? Of course, it's a fun part of being human, living life. You got stories and things going on, of course. Believe me, I love a good goal that I get to accomplish. That is some fun stuff. But it doesn't necessarily always make it the superior way, right? Going deep feels different. It's a totally different criteria, right? To go deep, to me, that means to listen to our stillness. Listen to the still, clear part of ourselves that is not really invested in making social situations okay all the time, making other people feel comfortable, getting that to-do list done, feeling like you climbed to the top of that ladder, right? Has no vested interest in any of those things, any of those busy, quick-minded things. And with your ruling planet Mercury here in retrograde, which happens 3 times a year, so you're all used to this. You're used to working with Mercury energy, so this is no news for you. But this is a beautiful time to focus in on the stillness. One of the notes that came up was that understanding that sitting still is a creative process, and that listening in is a way to think forward. And that deep expansion often looks as though it is nothing, is actually culminating new activity very quickly. So this does require trust, right? Because and sitting still also, I just want to mention, sitting still does not literally mean just go sit on a meditation cushion for October and forget about life. Sounds pretty good to me personally, but most of us aren't going to be doing that, including myself. Sitting still means activating and accessing a stillness from within. So even if we were going on a walk or painting, what we are activating isn't literal physical stillness, which can help, but a stillness from within. So I want to say that first. Also, I want to say this practice and this way of accessing our magic requires trust at the beginning, because the way that blessings come in when we're working with stillness energy, when we're working with heart-based energy, is subtle, and it isn't going to hit you over the head, right? It's going to take a few days of just trusting into that stillness. Trusting into maybe not doing busy work all the time isn't the way to get to the answers over there that you're wanting, right? So it does require trust. It is somewhat countercultural. It is somewhat outside of the formula we've been given, that if you do A, then B. If you do A plus B, then C, right? High Priestess. There we go. The queen of inner stillness. If I ever knew a queen of inner stillness, it would be the High Priestess. She knows all about this. So this is a really potent month for doing this. And that's true for a lot of people, actually, a lot of signs, a lot of energies. But for you all, this is an important time to really connect into your heart. Have you been paying attention to it? Have you been listening to it? What does it want to tell you? What is it trying to yell at you in the midst of all the busyness? Lovers, hello. All right, I'm just pulling 2 from my regular tarot, and now we're gonna pull another card from my Oracle of the Hidden Worlds deck. This is a beautiful deck. It really adds a different vibe to the whole conversation. So yeah, checking in with yourself. The interesting thing about this month too is as we head into Scorpio season, we are going to be heading into Scorpio season with Mercury going direct. Mercury will have been direct for a few days. Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter will all go direct as well during Libra season. So that by the time we're near the end of October, we're hitting into All Hallows Eve, All Souls Day, all of that. The Tree of Illumination, which the keywords here are truth, revelations, and understanding. Okay. Deep truths coming through. By the time we get to that beautiful portal in the year at the end of this month, right? There's going to be a very different energy than we've had since several months ago, handful of months ago. And it's important for us to lock into our truest self at this time, which is not the performative self, which is not the control self, but is the stillness self. And I think Geminis, this is going to be a potent time of understanding what you've learned while the North Node has been moving through your sign. So let's go through these cards with a little more detail. We have the High Priestess, our dear friend here. I love this energy. And, you know, she's kind of the energy of beyond the veil, right? She's the hidden world, the hidden energetic world, and the initiation into that hidden energetic world, and the ushering point through which we see things. She's beyond the veil. And the thing with High Priestess I found in our culture, and for many of us, and it's not across the board, big generalization, we often put the High Priestess away a little bit. She makes us a little uncomfortable. We don't really want to hear her out, right? Or we kind of feel like, so is that really there? You know? We want to think our way through the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is going to say, you know, this isn't about thinking. This isn't about mapping out. This is not about constructing the perfect story, the perfect line. This is accessing our inner stillness, which has the wisdom of the whole universe in it. And how do we get to her? How do we work with High Priestess energy? What does that look like? What does that feel like? Well, everybody's going to be a little different. I like to do visualizations. I like to employ my mind, my intellectual mind, get it busy doing something that it feels it's accomplishing so that we can access it. So I like to imagine this really beautiful blue light that is always with me, holding me, that allows me to access that stillness. Now the thing with High Priestess is she is a great creator. This is the number 2 in the tarot. This is a creative energy. And it is about bringing life into something, but from behind the scenes, right? So trust yourself into this place. Now it's met here with your card, the Lovers, and this is such fun, playful, communicative, talkative, connective energy, right? It's very different from High Priestess, which feels a little bit more like sitting in a little bit more of a solitude, comfort with yourself, comfort with your soul, comfort with the bigness of the universe. The Lovers is more social. It's also very soulful. It's also very connective. But it's like you do it with others. You do it with those that really connect to you. And the message here for me that's coming through is that, you don't have to stop being your Gemini beautiful self, connecting, communicating. In fact, this Mercury retrograde, for those of you in partnerships or wanting partnerships, this is a beautiful one to get really deep on. This is such beautiful energy to amplify and go deep into your relationships, have really meaningful conversations, have really meaningful moments of connection. This is good stuff right here. Really good stuff. So, what I'm seeing here, I have to collect my thoughts a little bit because there's a lot of fast moving energy moving through here. Start with High Priestess. Connect in with that still place in yourself. It's going to unlock a lot more connection and movement in the world. And there's going to be a direct correlation between if you gave yourself that 10 minutes to connect in with it, notice what starts happening. It's interesting. Now let's get into this oracle card because we have the Tree of Illumination. As you can see, and the key words that this image gives are truth, revelations, and understanding. Now, you kind of think of the tree of life, and this tree, trees are such a beautiful symbol of our rootedness and our humanness and being in this earth with this planet and being tapped in, and the conduit through which all these things can be true at once, right? And what's being asked here, I really feel when I feel through this, is let yourself be that conduit. Create enough stillness and space so that you can move through the world with so much love and purpose and peace and joy, right? No matter what's going on. Because for me, love and understanding and peace and joy, these aren't things that are like antonyms to like grief and sorrow and confusion. These things, the peace, the love, the joy, hold the confusion, the sorrow, the unknown. They're a part of it. But I'm digressing a little bit because the Tree of Illumination is asking you to get still enough to allow this energy signature to move through you. Get still enough to allow you to move from this place so that the connections, the conversations, the actions you take really reflect your true heart unlocked soul self. I'm also going to mention this as we close out this reading. We're going to move through all this beautiful Libran energy, and then we're going to start moving into Scorpio energy, and this is going to be a time of deep devotion for you. How do you connect and commune with your body in this physical world? How do you show up to your devotions? What do you want that to look like? We all have different ways we want to do that, and it doesn't need to be like this ascetic Zen monk devotion. It can be anything that speaks to your soul. And so we'll get more into that next month as well when we go through Scorpio season more. We're just going to be beginning it here at the end of October. So we will come back and check in with this energy. But it is a spiritual month, and that's just the truth. And I'm excited about that because every month should be a spiritual month. But this is a time to get back to our core selves. I'm going to be going through that Mercury retrograde point by point. We're going to be doing exercises, checking in with it, connecting with it. So if you're looking for a deeper dive on how to understand this Libra and Scorpio season, I'm going to be doing a lot of beautiful activations and conversations over there. It's a great place to get a little extra support and really affordable, easy way to connect with me. You can also find me on my website and my Instagram. And of course, we're going to be here hanging out. So like and subscribe and stick around. I'd love to see you. I will see you all so soon for our next reading, and I hope you have a beautiful, empowered, soulful October. That's all I could wish for any of us. And I'm sending you all my friends so much love. Sending you love. I'm just going to repeat it over and over again, apparently. All right. Have a beautiful October.